Hello, welcome to Ben's OP Game Show, recorded live at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, twitch.tv/TheGameFanatics every Friday, except for last Friday, don't tell anyone. Uh,
Shh.
and today I'm joined by some people, and why is the video not playing? We have Logan's here,
Yes, I am.
and Joel is here,
I am here.
and one day I'll go into blackout and the video will actually play. So we had a lot of kind of newsy stories. It's been a kind of filled with a lot of stories for this time of year. It's usually just filled with games, but we had a
True.
couple big ones I want to go through, starting off with Sony abandoning E3.
Abandoning, just threw it to the side.
They're just like, no,
It's like we're not doing that anymore.
we're not. Yeah, that's what it. They're not doing it. It's the first time they've ever not done it, and they're not even doing because like obviously Microsoft wasn't in. I think they had a mixer booth in the expo floor, but their stuff was out. EA is off site now too, like next door. But Sony's not even doing that. They are just
They're just
Not
not,
there.
going to be there.
at all, which is very, very bizarre.
You know what? I'm not going to be there either.
I know we should make an announcement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Used
We're
to
not
be
going to
there.
be there. Yeah.
I just assumed that you wouldn't be there, Joel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I stand with Sony.
okay.
It's like a stupid thing.
So is this Sony not going to be there? Obviously, Sony's not going to do a press conference there. Does that mean they're not on the show floor either?
Yeah, there's
think
no
they'll-
press conference.
Fuck.
There's no booth.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think they're still going to be there in some way.
No, I'm pretty sure they're not there at all.
I mean, somebody will show their game on a PS4, like an indie or something.
Well,
Oh, for
I
sure.
mean, you'll have third party, sure, but not first party Sony.
There's no booth.
That's so crazy.
That's out of control, especially like how they buy booth space and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like years
space
in
they take up.
advance, and it's very expensive, and they have their same spot every year that's held for them. For them to like leave that kind of means they might be done with this for a while.
I think they're just trying to make room for Xbox to show off their exclusives. So they're like, you know what? We'll hang back so that Xbox has enough space, for Crackdown
maybe.
3.
Fuck yeah. Just keep showing videos of that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going
God.
to be E3, and Crackdown 3's been out for 4 months at that point.
Here's the Crackdown 3 DLC.
Battle Royale.
I'm very excited. Oh my god. Yes.
That's probably what that other mode is.
I'm very excited for Crackdown 3. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it was
Well,
delayed just for that. That's probably bad.
Probably.
Probably,
Maybe, I
though.
don't know. Yeah, the multiplayer looks fun for it.
Yeah. But I think this is like a weird trend line for Sony, where this E3, everyone gave them shit. They only showed 4 big games, one of which came out like 2 months after that press conference.
Yeah.
And then
Spider-Man.
they cancel Spider-Man. They cancel or just don't do the PlayStation Experience thing, which they had done the last 3 years, I believe.
I think that's right.
Normally, but it'd be like in a week and a half right after the Game Awards. Well, we can talk about the Game Awards too. And maybe we'll do that next week.
You're
Prediction.
trying to stack shows here, man.
Yeah.
Are we?
We couldn't cover it last week, so you just got to let it go.
No, we can still do predictions.
Yeah. Pretend it's change that fell out of your pocket. You look down, it's a nickel and maybe some pennies, and just keep walking.
No, you pick that up. Why are you
No, you
throwing
don't.
money
You-
away?
You let it go.
Every cent counts.
You want other people to find it to brighten their day.
The other person's you who dropped it.
We skipped it. We let other
Fine,
people have
fine.
it.
The Game
Now they're
Awards are
happy.
canceled. Call Jeff.
Perfect.
Don't need them.
Anyway, the point is,
Call Kojima. Tell him he doesn't need to be there too.
he'll be there anyway.
He loves
He's
it.
always there.
Fucking lives there. That's
So-
where he's making his
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So does
His
this?
game is the Game Awards.
They have focus up. They have nothing to show because I think them not having a PlayStation experience and their PlayStation is PlayStation experience. It's kind of an admittance that they don't have a lot going on that they can show, and then no E3. I don't think looks good. A lot of people are framing this as they're going to have a big event for the PlayStation 5 or something next
Yeah.
year, and I just don't. I don't buy the PlayStation 5 is next year, and I'm 50-50 on it being 2020 as well. I think it could be later.
Later than 2020. I don't know. If this trend continues where they don't have a Sony conference, they don't have their E3 conference, if they don't have their PlayStation experience, then maybe it'd be in a year from now, if this is where we're at again, then it would be like call for concern. But right now, they just want to focus on what exclusives they have coming. Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, Days Gone. Like, they have it set for next year. I think all three of these games.
I don't think The Last of Us 2 is next year.
No.
I don't think
that'll
that
be the year after. I think that'll be their final calling card before the PS5 comes out.
I think it's 2019.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a chance.
I think it's late. I think it's late 2019.
It just doesn't make any sense. Then they'd have something to show. Then they'd show it at E3, or they'd have an event.
Sure, they'd show a lot more.
No, but that's not enough.
Why would you come out? Okay, think about it this way: you're Sony, and you're going to be announcing something, and you're saying we're not at E3. Period. You're not saying we're not at E3. We're going to do our own event though. TBD. You don't even say that. You just say we're not at E3, the biggest show. You don't even say there's something else coming. So
it just almost feels like the whole PSX thing. Like, look, we have nothing to show. We're not going to pay to put on this huge show with only 1 or 2 games to show off. Like, we don't need to be there.
They have plenty of stuff to show. There have been years where they've had nothing going on, and they still had a press conference and all this stuff. Like, why now? When the PlayStation is doing so well, would you basically admit defeat? Seemingly, from this perspective, not knowing if they are going to do another show. Like, it seems weird to not announce another thing. Like, don't worry, there's something big coming. At least that little extra.
Maybe they're just comfortable with where they're at right now. They got crazy good sales. They got a huge lineup of games. They got, a good chunk coming out in the next couple of years. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're just not worried about showing anything else off.
Yeah, and maybe they just see the E3 dying, and they're out.
Maybe.
Let's get out before this just collapses upon itself. Maybe so. Maybe so.
I thought it was interesting that after Sony came out, it was like, hey, we're not going to be at E3. Then everyone else had to come like, whoa, we're still going to be there. Microsoft, hey, we're still be there. Nintendo, hey, we'll still be there.
Yeah.
It's like, did you have to come out and say that? Like,
well, because they saw it as an opportunity to be like, haha, Sony's stupid. We're still there. And instead, Sony could have capitalized on it and said, no, we're doing our own thing because we got stuff to show. This makes them look weak. Why? Intentionally. Like, they intentionally look stupid for doing this. It's so bizarre to me. I don't understand this decision to come out now and say it is odd. There's a lot of weirdness going on with it. And I don't see a lot of people see this as like a good, Sony's got so much they can do their own thing. I see this as bad. They're trending down in my opinion of like what they're doing. They're showing fewer games and they're just kind of fucking up with their weird shows with nothing going on in them. They're canceling events.
I think it's weird because they're not like Xbox is continually adding like consumer positive things, and Sony hasn't really done very much there, and they're kind of being weird. They're kind of going back to their old ways at times.
Yeah.
And now it's like, the next thing is coming. What are you doing? Like, what can we look forward to? Like, we're not even sure, if it's going to be backwards compatible or what the new system's going to be. Like, they haven't really said much. They could be working in secret and then come out and just like surprise us all. But like, I mean, that's not really Sony.
No. And we usually have rumors about a new console or something like a year before it comes out. A while. We'll have more solid rumors. And we got nothing.
Yeah.
I also do think this next generation is going to be very, very interesting because I almost see it as like not another generation.
I don't want it. I'm not ready for it.
Well, no, but if it's just another half step like the Pro, here's another one, and then we just keep doing little steps every 3-4 years, I would rather it be that. And I could see it being that, especially with Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, what's so funny with all these rumors about the new consoles is they're still talking about streaming consoles, right? Like, oh yeah, they're all gonna be streaming and the games and everything like that. It's like, okay, but even like a year ago or 2 years ago, we were talking about how that is gonna suck for people that have shitty internet, which is basically like 80% of the US.
Yep.
So why even start talking about and hyping up streaming when there's a very few amount of people that are gonna want that. We still want traditional consoles, and yeah, maybe we don't want like the physical discs most of the time, but everybody who lives in like fucking Kansas and shit still go to GameStop and buy used games and trade in their games. I mean, I trade in my games all the time because like games are expensive and streaming them isn't ideal because I live in Idaho and we have, internet that runs off fucking potatoes, and it's not. I just don't think it's solid enough. I wouldn't want all my whole gaming habit or collection or lifestyle or everything like that to run through an internet connection. I think that's
I
crazy
agree.
to think of.
I think they could have that
Especially-
as an option, but not.
Yeah, it's cool for an option. Like I like the idea of, PlayStation Now being good and the Game Pass, situation getting better. But I don't think it needs to be the main focus, even next generation. I think the generation after, seeing where we're at, as long as, the world hasn't imploded by then,
Hmm.
maybe we'll see. Maybe they'll get rid of all these data caps for other internet companies and we won't have to worry about that.
They're not going to. I see that. Yeah, that is a big sticking point, but
Damn sticks.
damn sticks and their
Damn
points.
sticks.
We'll see. There's so much we don't know about this next generation, and I'm really hoping it's not here's PS5 and oh it kind of plays PS4 game, but no PS3 and no PS, you know what I mean? Like I need it to be the Xbox where it's everything. I'm tired of this nonsense that we can't do it. You can't do it. You made the goddamn thing. You could probably sell $100 fucking cell processor USB add-on to plug into the PS4 and make it work that way if you want to be
Ooh,
silly.
like the HD
Like a Game Boy player.
drive for the Xbox. Remember that?
Kind of, yeah.
Like the 32X for the Genesis.
Exactly. I want it on top like a hat.
Yeah.
But they could very easily, not very easily, but they could have conceivably done that and said, hey, if you want to play PS3 games on your PS4, this is an external unit that plugs into it and runs through it like that. Boom. I solved your fucking problem. It's weird. It is weird.
A little bit.
All right.
I
What
don't
was the
mind
other big
the games
story?
as a subscription service as long as I can download it and play it, like Games Pass.
Like Game
does.
Pass, yeah.
Like not
Yeah,
streaming,
downloading
but,
wouldn't be too
access to having it download. But then, you get into the talks of data caps and stuff like that, which a lot of the US has.
Yep.
Yeah, but the data caps are so big. What are people downloading?
Yeah, but that doesn't just think of, you download 80 gigs of a game and then you've got your Netflix and your Hulu and your America Online and all that stuff that you're constantly using.
Got my
Like it adds up.
Neopets.
Welcome.
You've
I got my
mail.
what is that other one? My ICQ login.
Oh,
I got
jeez.
that up so I can do my instant messengers. So
Yeah, I guess
I think it adds up.
I don't
especially for a
use
household.
those, so
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, a 500 gig data cap would not survive in my house.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're downloading a game like Fallout 76 was a 50 gig download or a 50 gig game with like a day one patch of 50 gigs. I mean, there's 100 right there.
yeah, that's true. You're right there. Like going all digital, if you bought a lot of games, just that kills it.
Yeah.
Depending, but yeah,
You'd have to like restrict yourself to a game a month.
tough.
This would be like where all the corporate like heads of all the companies of like the people that control the internet and all the people that control gaming, they get together in a room. They're like, I'll tell you what, we'll do this. We each make money. You extend data caps higher for the same price, but we pay you something on the, I don't know. It's going to get real corrupt. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
No, I'm
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm
Things about
saying?
to go crazy. Government's taking over. They're taking all your babies.
All of them?
Oh. Good.
Yeah,
I didn't
just-
want any of them.
Just the ones that don't like video games.
Yeah, take them.
Take the
Take
dumb
'em, I don't
babies.
want 'em.
Exchange it.
What were we talking about?
It doesn't matter.
Babies.
Oh,
Babies.
E3's dead.
Speaking of babies, a new Pokemon game for babies came out.
What the hell?
Pokemon.
Seems to be doing very well. I think everybody is streaming it.
Let's go, babies.
Let's go.
I'm actually
babies.
the more I hear about it, I do kind of want to play it.
It's good.
I think I'm just so burnt out on Gen 1 that I don't care enough.
I just
Like,
don't
I
want to
would-
throw things. You
Well,
know
I
what
would
mean?
I would love to get it for my kids, which I think it's on their Christmas list. I don't remember. But
Oh, good dad.
well, I don't do the shopping.
Ooh.
But
Just stays home and plays video games.
Oh, that's right.
yeah, that's what I do. It just to me like the people that I normally watch streaming when I'm like doing other stuff or playing games, they're all streaming the Pokemon games. So I'm just like, I don't even want to watch this, man. Like Gen 1 is so boring. Ugh. And I just move on. I'm sure it's really fun. I'm sure if I had it, like I would play the shit out of it, but I don't know. It's
How
not like
often have you played Gen 1? I mean, I played it when it first came out.
Well, I think about like the
Fire
first
Red, and then
the
what?
first year of Pokemon Go was like Gen 1.
I mean, that's just Gen 1 Pokemon.
Yeah, they're boring, man. I've seen them all my life.
Oh my god.
I just had to
I'd rather
rewatch
deal with
I just had to rewatch
150
Pokemon with my kids, and they're all Gen 1 Pokemon there too.
Yeah, but you're dealing with just 150 Pokemon compared to like 700 with fucking Pokemon Sun and Moon.
I said I would get into it once they do Gen 2. Gen 2 is my favorite. I would totally be into it more.
Gen 2 is
Gen 2 's in
everyone's
there.
favorite.
because it's
Because
good.
it's the best one.
Well, yeah, I agree.
Well, I think Gen 1 plus Gen 2 is the best.
right,
yeah.
you go back to Kanto.
Yeah, it's the best of both
Yeah.
worlds.
It is, literally.
Literally.
Well, it's because Gen 1 kind of gets bundled in with Gen 2 at that point in the game, like in the series. So you're kind of like, sure, just throw in the fucking shitty one.
Those are cool, okay? There's
I'm just,
Gen 1's cool. Why am I defending Pokemon? God,
I don't know. Look what we've
Damn it.
turned you into. What have you become?
so Logan, you're playing it, right?
Yes, I'm near
How
the
far
end.
are you?
I'm near the end. I got a couple. I got the final badge and then the Elite Four. So,
Do you have any shinies?
no. I don't have. I'm not going to spend 4 hours chaining catches.
I've
You're not
never
even playing
shiny.
the game.
I am playing the game. I'm not going to waste my fucking time catching stupid shinies.
I've never gotten a shiny.
I've never gotten a shiny.
If I knew that I could transfer them out to a different Pokemon game, then I would look for shinies. But if I'm just going to be restricted to the Let's Go game, then I don't really care.
Yeah, I still remember the whole Pokemon Bank thing. You can
Yeah.
carry them wherever you go now. You don't have to worry about ever playing the old ones again or playing the new version of the old one because you can have them up there in the bank. And they're like, yeah, we can't figure out how to get the bank to work for the Let's Go ones. Sorry.
No, they just didn't want it. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, maybe because they have the Pokemon Go integration, but you can only transfer Gen 1 currently, right? You can't transfer any other ones?
No, yeah, it's all Gen 1 right now. Well, it's Gen 1 and a Alolan.
Really?
Yeah.
Alolan forms.
Because
of
those were all Gen
Pokemon.
1.
No, that's true.
Yeah. So those are
So
the,
they still owe us a full generation.
well, that's next year.
Yeah, they owe us.
They owe us, man.
They don't owe you shit.
I
They
want them
owe
to
me
owe
a
us fewer
gen and a
generations.
half. I
No.
want
No,
half a Pikachu. damn it.
Pokemon Let's Go is a lot of fun. It's a refreshing take on the original games. There's cutscenes in this. I
Cool.
love the graphics. It's cutie beautiful. I don't know how to call it. I really like the graphics. They're a lot of fun.
You
I
like the cute chibi style.
I do. I enjoy it very much so.
It looks very nice. From what I've watched, like it looks cool. It looks like a fun, relaxing game you can play on the couch.
Yeah, definitely. And you could play it with. You have to play it with just one Joy-Con unless you're playing portable. So it's really fun to just like set up, and you could just use one hand to play Pokemon. And I was making dinner while playing Pokemon once because I could. And one hand making dinner, one hand playing Pokemon on the TV.
Where's the other hand, you sicko?
I told you I was making dinner.
How many hands did he have?
Yeah, where's your fourth hand, bruh?
Where's your
Yeah,
third,
you know.
fourth hands?
I mean, it's not a perfect game, but it tugs at Generation One's heartstrings because it's all of the places redesigned, new graphics, updated. You could have any of your Pokemon following you. You could fly with a bunch of Pokemon. You could ride Pokemon. You could surf on Pokemon. It's really cool to figure out, like, oh, I could ride a Haunter, or oh, I could ride Snorlax by jumping on his stomach, or I could ride Kangaskhan while sitting on his shoulder while my Eevee sits in its pouch. Like, it's adorable.
To its
And then
credit,
there's-
I mean, all the people that were talking mad shit on it that probably weren't going to play it in the first place that ended up getting it or ended up loving it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like, I've
That-
seen so
that
many
was a
people
big
turn
deal.
around on it.
for sure, for sure. I mean, I wasn't completely sold on it, but then as they showed a little more, it looked more fun, and I wanted to play it. And I'm glad I bought it. Like,
I think
no regrets.
if it didn't come out during this busy season, like I would probably get it.
Yeah,
But like I'm probably even skipping out on Assassin's Creed Odyssey because there's just
Ooh.
too many other things to play.
hmm
And I'm sad about that. I just don't have the time.
yeah.
There's
It's
too much.
It's just a
too
busy
much to do.
season, and I understand prioritizing different games and stuff. Oh, and I really like remastered versions of all the music in the game, and hearing
Oh,
it
cool.
all again is like, ooh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But there were some performance hits when you're playing it in portable, or I mean handheld mode. I've noticed like a few stuttering like frame drops and stuff, but when you're playing it docked, I haven't encountered any.
Well, that's
And then
good.
some of the motion controls are kind of annoying too.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to turn off motion. I want to be able to play with the Pro controller,
I wish I could.
and it's
That's why I'm a
just
big bomb.
it's stupid.
Yeah, but
Oh well,
oh well.
maybe next year.
Yeah.
I do kind of like the idea
Let's no go.
of I love seeing the Pokemon in the grass. I love that.
That's probably my favorite new feature.
And I'm not entirely against you're just catching them. You know what I mean? Because I understand there's a little bit of strategy of how to get it to be caught. I just want it to be a little more in depth, and maybe like you have to do one or two moves to find its weak point. Kind of like, not to invoke Octopath, but if you had to figure out a weak point in Pokemon and then you're able to catch it,
Uh-huh.
I would like that. That'd be pretty cool. As opposed to the battles in Pokemon are always just, oh, Razor Leaf kills it, or Ember kills it. Okay, just spam, 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 spam.
Yeah.
And I'd rather do this, and it gives everyone experience. I think that's fun. It is light and basic, but I'm not one of those people who's hunting for IVs and all. Like, who's doing that? I just don't see it. I don't understand it at all. So
Yeah, people love doing that.
yeah, and I don't want to do that.
Well, the catching mechanics in Let's Go, while they share a similar style to Pokemon Go, it's a lot tougher than Pokemon Go. They're moving more. The catch rate is a lot lower.
Yeah, I heard there was
It's
someone
almost annoying.
someone was talking about it, like a flying Pokemon will kind of it'll hop and then it's in the air. So you're like trying
Yeah.
to aim and time
Oh
it.
man, I was trying to catch Mewtwo the other day, and it just waves back and forth, and it is the biggest pain.
That's kind of cool.
Way more of a pain than it was in Pokemon Go.
Well, that's a stupid game for garbage people. So
Oh.
Listen here,
listen here, garbage man.
take out the trash.
You're the trash, not Pokemon. Fine.
Take yourself out.
So there's what
I mean, I would definitely say
you recommend it?
play it at some point. I recommend it. Yes.
I just don't. But it's a $60 game, is my thing too.
Yeah, someone's gonna beat it here right now and sell it for $40. Buy it for $40. You'll get your money's worth.
I don't think I will.
Just go stand outside of GameStop.
Normal
Wait
people
for someone
get
to
their
walk
money.
towards the door. Offer them Octopath Traveler.
Yeah,
For
I'll
Pokemon.
trade you this for that.
Oh,
They'll fucking stab you.
No,
I don't want that shit.
you bastard.
I wish. Fucking garbage game. Okay. Oh, speaking of garbage games for garbage people,
Oh no.
potentially a garbage game, Fallout 76.
I don't think you need to add potentially to that.
Well, maybe some people like it. Maybe.
It reminds me of Octopath
Oh,
Traveler.
no.
It's a trash game that some people enjoy.
No, this is different because this is
Yeah, this is much
this
different.
is much different.
This is
I just like making that comparison.
So
Sure.
so this game is hot off the heels of getting what, a 4 at GameSpot and a
Yep.
5 at IGN.
Yep.
Riveting.
6 at Game
Yeah.
Informer, like just low scores across the board at major gaming sites.
Yeah, and like mediocre to bad scores at actual publications, which is very, very rare to see for a AAA game. I mean, if you call it a AAA game from a big publisher ever.
Oh yeah.
I think
And-
even that shitty Mario Tennis game that they put out a couple of years ago scored better. Remember the
Couple
Wii U
years
one?
ago.
Do you think if the
Was there
price
Mario
was
Tennis
lower?
on the Wii U?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the one nobody liked. 'cause
It was the
like,
shitty one.
empty.
I don't even remember. I remember the
Exactly.
Wii
It was terrible.
Mario Tennis.
No, it was Wii
The
U.
Wii U though.
I do not remember the Wii version.
Let's say they priced Fallout 76 to $30, maybe $40.
It's
Do you
already
think-
at $35 online right now.
That's a Black Friday special, but
No, it's not.
Yeah,
there's
we'll
no way
see.
it's that low.
It was $35 a few days ago.
We'll
Okay.
see if that
Well, okay.
stays.
Aside from that, let's
Okay.
take it back.
Pretend.
Let's
pretend.
say, pretend it's still $60.
Okay.
Do you think if it came out at $30 or $40 initially at launch, do you think it would have gotten as much like shit? I guess.
Yes.
I think it would have gotten less, but still quite a bit.
I think
it would've got
it
more
wouldn't have been
sales.
as harsh. I think people would have seen this as like an entry point to an online game that's going to evolve over time.
They could have launched this and said it's early access at 60, and that would have looked better. Because this feels like an actual launch. They've never really said. They had that letter that was like, oh yeah, we're still starting on the game. But that was vague and weird. As
Yeah.
opposed to like super clear, hey, this is early. We're committed to this for the next 2 years. Here's a whole plan. It's the same thing. I'm talking about fucking Sony. Like, show your cards and make people confident in what you're doing. Because they didn't do that. They just released this thing and now feel like they're totally silent.
Yeah.
No one.
They're. I don't know. I don't know why they released this in the state that it is now.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about the countless bugs that are still in the game. It's not living up to the promises that were made back at E3 from Bethesda and Todd Howard. And they're like, we're getting low score reviews. We are also getting review sites just dropping the game because no one wants to play it and they don't want to deal with those bugs and the problems that comes with it anymore.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty popular quote from Giant Bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked about them doing a review. Is like, I don't want to have to sink another 26 hours into this game to tell you guys not to play it.
Yeah, I'm already at that point. Yeah, Giant Bomb dropped it. PC World dropped it. Like, they're
I think you could still do a
fascinating.
review. That's a worthwhile review if you didn't even want to finish it.
oh yeah, I mean,
Just write the fucking review.
for sure.
On
And a couple
Bethesda's
of
website,
the
it's
sites
for-
did that.
Okay. Because you don't have to beat everything, especially if you don't like it and you don't like it enough to where it's like, this is my job to review this and I don't even want to.
Yeah,
I think as long as you get like a good idea of the systems and like how they work and the story and the gameplay and how it feels to to work out all the mechanics and everything like that. You don't have to like max everything out, but as long as you have an overall idea, like, hey, if you're gonna play this for 100 hours or so, like you're gonna enjoy the game, or you're not gonna enjoy the game,
Or you're not at all.
or you're gonna hate this thing and you're gonna hate me for recommending it.
I relate this game in my head back to No Man's Sky when it came out.
I know, and what a great story.
But No Man's Sky
For
had people
No
who
Man's
really
Sky.
liked it.
That's
No
true.
Man's Sky had a fucking team of what, 65 people? As
true,
compared to
but-
fucking Fallout 76, span across like 3 different Bethesda studios. Give me a
Like
break.
I'm just happy with what ended up being like happening with that, because
Yeah.
I really like No Man's Sky, and I was really sad for them. And yeah, some of it's their own fault, but to see them turn it around and like keep working
But
at
No
it.
Man's Sky was like, oh, we kind of vaguely promised things and showed things that ended up not being in the game. Fallout is like a broken thing that people don't actually like. Like people could find things to enjoy in No Man's Sky and flying around, and that all functioned, right?
Yeah.
This
all
doesn't
worked.
function necessarily.
It doesn't. And No Man's Sky, in the 2 years it's been out, has like have had 6 big release or updates, and it just had one last week or this week.
Uh-huh.
Did it come out
Yeah.
already? The Visions one or Visionary
Yeah,
one? Oh wow. Okay.
and I think it came out today actually.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's really cool to see. That's really cool that they're passionate about it, that people are still enjoying it, and they're making all these improvements. I guarantee you 6 months from now, no one's going to be playing Fallout 76.
Unless they update it.
The biggest thing I want to see with this game
They will
is
not be able to.
hey, now you can play it offline. Sorry. I bet that would bring in a lot of people.
Maybe.
I don't think-
even
I mean,
think it's fun offline anymore. With the removal of NPCs and you're just stuck doing holotapes, doing the same thing over and over, reading this and that.
I
it
like that
doesn't-
shit. So
I do too.
I mean, I've heard
but
some
that's
pretty
the problem,
cool things
right? If
about
you're
it.
playing multiplayer online
Yeah.
and like, hey Ben, we're playing. Let's go kill this mission. Ben's like, no, I'm fucking reading all the papers in this room. I'm reading this computer, and we have to wait for him. That's not fun.
yeah. It's
I
not
know
fun to
it's
play with me,
fun.
that's true.
Well, no, it's not specifically, but I'm just saying this is the type of multiplayer or first player experience that you have. You're reading lore, you're experiencing the holotapes, and you're doing the same thing. And it gets old really quickly when it's like you have to go meet this person in this town. You're like, oh, but they're dead. I know they're dead because there's no NPCs in this game. And it's always like that.
Yeah. I watched a couple minutes of footage for it earlier, and it just made me want to play Fallout 4.
Yeah, just go back and play Fallout 4.
I looked up it's on sale for the VR. I'm going to probably get the VR one and see what that's
Ooh.
about.
Yes, do tell us about that. The DLC for Fallout 4 has better scores than Fallout 76.
Well, one of those DLCs is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I
Which
think
one?
it's probably the worst. Point Lookout.
Oh.
It's probably the worst scoring. Like it's probably the worst Metacritic of a AAA game this year in any years previous. Like name a bigger flop critically.
Oh man.
And I
don't
was
know.
thinking it's Brink.
Duke Nukem Forever.
Duke Nukem Forever is a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, Brink is the
Brink,
last
but that
one
was a
flopped.
Bethesda.
That was Bethesda. We should have known that they can't do multiplayer.
Yeah, right. Although they didn't make Brink, they just published it. But
That's true. That's true.
that's
Maybe they should have made this Fallout more like Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, but that was ZeniMax. That was a Bethesda.
this is built on the Fallout. Like this is built on that same engine. The Elder Scrolls Online is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
I just mean like they should have.
I think they
They
could.
should've-
I mean,
modeled
it should play like Elder Scrolls Online.
That'd be cool.
And I agree, because if you told me, hey, what would you envision a multiplayer Fallout game like? I'd be like, oh man, joining the raiders, or being shopkeepers, or being a traveling merchant, or just being a rogue agent, or whatever. You're thinking of these different things. Oh, I'll be building this, I'll be doing that, but you can't do any of that in this Fallout. There's
Yeah.
no NPCs. It's not fun. There's not these big cities. It's all empty and barren. I mean, yes,
like that.
Fallout. The Fallout series is, it's an apocalyptic wasteland, but you have those big cities, Megaton and stuff like that. That quote unquote big, but there's people there. There's a functioning society, and that's just not there anymore.
I don't mind the world being empty because I'm running around Red Dead still with it, nothing in the world. It's tough. I am gonna Redbox Fallout and see what it is.
Me too. I really want to try. I've heard good and bad things about it. I've heard enough to where like I think I could enjoy it for a little bit.
It's worth the
Yeah,
rental.
that's why it's a red box. You return it
Yeah.
after 3 days.
Yeah.
I did look it up on Amazon. It is $35 on Amazon.
We told you that.
Yeah.
I was just checking around price to see if it was like on sale. It looks like it's like those are just. I mean, it looks like it's on sale, or it's like just buy it, please, because we need to get rid of this shit.
Yeah. Well, I was
Something's
looking
gonna
at
happen.
like online, like Steam and online retailers like that, because I was
Yeah.
looking at different sales.
Has Bethesda, like, I follow Fallout and Bethesda and stuff on Twitter, but they're always just tweeting, oh, server maintenance or whatever. Like, nothing. There hasn't been any comment of here's our roadmap, here's what we're doing to try to fix some of these things that players are having or anything.
They're
Like,
probably panicking right now. They're
Probably.
probably trying to like figure shit out.
Yeah, they're trying to put out the fire with water guns. So
just a little Pip Boy guy
they
with the
released
water
a
gun.
patch this week, but it really didn't fix that much. A 50 gigabyte patch, mind you.
Well, because it's the whole world. I know how that engine
Yeah.
like functions. It's the whole like everything's in a file. So the whole map is just it. You have to download the whole thing. It's like PUBG, how it's like always 15 gigs to update that game. That's just how it works.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh well, I guess. Womp womp.
Yeah, like I said, I'm curious to see how it will be out, and like how it will be
In 6
still being
months.
played in 6 months from now.
Yeah.
I think it'll just drop with
And then
all
they
this bad
have-
publicity on the reviews and everything.
Yeah.
Your core hardcore people that like it right now, which is fine. The content's not going to be there for them to continue playing.
I'm kind of surprised by the. I mean, well, I'm not surprised by the score, I guess, but because I've heard probably the same amount bad that I've heard good about the game. It's just kind of weird.
I
don't
guess
know.
it depends on who. You
But
listen
even
to.
the people that say they're really liking it will still say there's glitches and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not, exactly what I wanted from
They're all still
Fallout
saying
or-
like, yeah, but they're finding the fun in it. Like I heard that
Sure.
story about some guy that set up like a shop as soon as you get out of the vault where he hands out guns for free or some shit.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
was like, fuck, that sounds cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and your giant open world with 16 other people.
I'm fine with that. See, I'm fine with that. Like, whatever. It's a
Well,
wasteland.
it's like what 24 lobby,
Yeah.
and your friends can come into your lobby if they want. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, Fallout.
We'll see how it's doing later.
We'll
There's
see.
there's basically no PvP, even though they promised that.
Well, you have to flag for PvP, I think, once you hit like level 5, but a lot of people are just helping each
You
other.
have to basically say you have to shoot a person, and they have to shoot you. It's kind of like this back and forth thing. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I like that. I don't like PvP. So
Yeah, I know you don't.
I don't. I hate PvP unless it's a designated area. I'm not PvP
Yeah.
in.
No PvP
Don't-
for me.
PvP over here.
PvP'd off.
No PvP in public.
I'm gonna PvP my pants.
I'm so peeved.
So PvP'd
I'm
right now.
PvP'd right now. Anyway, I think we kind of
Oh,
talked
no.
about Black Friday slightly with Fallout being on sale.
That's today.
That's today, the Fridayest of Fridays.
Yeah.
That's how Fridays work.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we go too crazy? I went a little crazy.
I went pretty mild.
I didn't buy
go-
anything.
Yeah, I didn't go as crazy as I have in past years. Actually, last year I wasn't too bad either. I think I only got near Automata
Oh.
last year. That was worth it.
Good game.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. You said you went crazy, Ben. What'd you go crazy on?
So I got a
I know you went
4K
crazy.
TV.
Ooh!
There you go.
And let me
going.
tell you.
Don't stop.
Okay.
What?
4K is not the revolution that.
Okay, you can stop.
Okay, stop. Oh, I'll keep stopping. It's cool. Like 4K is cool, but it's not that amazing. I haven't seen too many things do HDR yet. I did boot up Spider-Man today just to see it, and it does look extremely good.
Really?
Um,
Ooh.
Oh yeah. It I don't know, I haven't played the game in a couple months, but it does look incredible. Obviously everything just kind of looks a little better, but it's not You know what I mean? It's not like, oh my gosh, that's so much better. I remember.
It's not a necessity right now.
No, and I don't even know if it ever will be, just judging
Sure.
on how like close you have to be and how pixels work and your
Yeah.
eyes and stuff.
Well, what size was this TV you bought?
It's 55.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm wondering. It's like 4K at higher, like 70 plus. Like, is that where it's going to be worth it compared to 1080p?
I'm sure.
Yeah, we're looking at like a 60 to 70 inch
Yeah,
to replace our giant 3D TV that we got like fucking 6 years ago
exactly.
because it's finally dying out.
Yeah,
and
this
so did
one's
that
not a
fucking
3D.
fad.
I can't do 3D on this one.
Well, no one does 3D anymore.
I know. Womp womp.
However, I do still have such a good memory of playing Uncharted 3 in 3D.
Do you?
It was really cool.
I did as well.
Running out of that like chimney thing from that one mansion.
Chimney
It's
thing.
like all the scarabs are running after you, and then it's like fire coming out too, and you're running through and climbing out of there. It was pretty cool.
That's neat.
Yeah,
It was
so
neat. Golly gumdrops.
it's better than 3D, is I guess what I'll say.
Whoa.
Well, yeah,
It's cool.
Yeah, it's not as gimmicky as 3D.
It's cool. I'm waiting to get the other thing I got because I bought a lot of shit. I bought an Xbox One X
Why?
Oh my god.
for true 4K,
Oh my. That's true.
and we'll see because all PS4 Pro is not true 4K. We're gonna see
No, I know.
if the 4K reaches the Ks I desire.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's about it. I bought a couple other random shit. I bought God of War for you weirdos.
What?
Who?
You weirdos.
Wait, I thought you finished it already. Did you rebuy it?
I sold it before. I bought it again on Black Friday,
Hell yeah.
Okay.
so I can play it a little bit.
You got New Game Plus now. You can go through.
Yeah, I might do that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, but because you guys kept saying, "Oh no, that's still a really good game." And, all right,
It is.
I'll go back and play it and see. And plus, it was $17. Like,
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty
Really
sure I
nothing.
sold it for 45. So
that sounds right.
I'm not like I'm losing money on that deal. And then I bought like Spyro and a couple other little things
Oh, okay.
that I want to play on my Xbox
Your
when it
Xbox.
gets here.
That'd be fun.
We'll see. I never really played Spyro. I played one of the GBA ones and I liked it a lot.
Oh, that's not the same at all.
Nope.
What's
No.
kind of funny is like my favorite one is the one on PS3 where you're chained up to the other dragon.
Wow,
Ah, that one's good. Yeah, I think it's the Legend of Spyro or something. I don't know.
2
I liked
dragons,
it.
1 gem.
Yeah. I thought it was
No,
good.
the Spyro trilogy reignited, right?
Yes.
Looks really good.
Yeah,
It looks good. I was
You did a
watching
good job with it.
someone play it and I was just like, man, I don't think I can sit there and play these games anymore.
I love
But it does look
collectathon
very good.
platformers, so it's like
Yeah.
exactly my game.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll really like it.
They're
I
good.
already know. What else did I play? Because I bought a bunch of shit I don't need. I think that might be it. I haven't
That's
delved.
the epitome of Black Friday, right?
I haven't delved into Steam yet, but I want to get into the Breach, Joel. Want to get that?
Yes. Dude, you can get it on the Switch too.
I don't want it on the Switch.
All right.
Re-
You can play it while you're on the toilet.
I want to play it on my 4K TV.
It's not that type of game.
This pixel art game.
Your eyes will be bleeding.
Like these pixels are so. I should play it at its native resolution, just like this tiny square.
Yeah, you could do like picture in picture, right? Just put it over Netflix or something.
A picture. I could put it on someone's face on Netflix. It's so small.
Like a tracking shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I played. I want to play more, but I'm playing through Sunset Overdrive again on PC.
Uh-huh.
That really is a ton of fun. It's just Ratchet and Clank, guns, and nonsense, but you're grinding. Like every single thing is grindable or bouncy.
Ooh.
So you're just bouncing, flailing, grinding. It's so much fun. I really enjoy that game.
You played Sunset Overdrive on the Xbox One, yeah?
Yeah, but I didn't beat it. I
Okay.
played like 10 hours or so. The problem with that game, and I didn't know this when I was playing it, is you should not explore. Like they tie a bunch of movement abilities to story progression.
Huh.
And so just go through the story for a while because you're going to get like air dashes and double jump and shit. But you want that when you're exploring because it's more fun. So I explored too much and then I started getting things and I got bored.
Well, how is the port to PC? Is it
Excellent.
fine? Yeah.
Excellent. I mean, this is a game that was, 30 frames per second, 900p, 4K now, 60,
900K.
900Ks,
That's a lot of Ks.
all the Ks. It runs really well. It's really good. Considering I'm running it at 4K, it's really good. It looks a little dated, but just not as detailed. It's obviously not as detailed as Spider-Man, but the art style is more solid color, cartoony.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The thing that's the worst part about that game is the writing and the dialogue is just going for this humor that is not funny 90% of the time.
Yeah, I could tell from the trailer.
And then 10% of the time it is really funny, but you just kind of got to ignore a lot of it cuz it's just really
there for the ride.
It's just really dumb jokes.
There for the grind.
And they'll make like stupid Breaking Bad references. I'm like, this was dumb then. Now it's real stupid.
Oh,
But then they
Showing
had
its age.
this like robot cat, and I'm just shooting this thing that the cat likes, so it follows the thing it likes, and then it blows up when it gets there. And I'm just blowing things up with this cat gun, and it's a ton of fun.
Oh my gosh.
And she's making
Yeah, it was fun.
dumb jokes of like, oh, I'm just gonna steal this. You're not getting your cat back, and whatever. Like, it's funny 10% of the time, and when it is, it's really good. It's just the rest of it's just hot trash. It's strange. It's strange how bad it is. You really just gotta ignore it and just
That's intriguing. I want to play for the bad trash.
I want you to play. I think this is gameplay wise. I think this is a better game than Spider-Man, like
Ooh.
combat and all that. It's way
Combat
more
and
fun
all
to me.
that.
Just having like shooting, because I went back to Spider-Man, right? And I try to fight some guys, and it's just like, oh, I just got beaten to death. I forgot everything, and the like little whatever they call them, little gadgets. That's what it is. All of them are just kind of the same, or not interesting, or not distinct enough. But in this game, it's I got a teddy bear launcher that explodes, and I have a shotgun that puts things on fire, and it just kind of all is more relatable instantly because you're moving quickly and shooting. It's just so basic, but I think it works really well.
And then going back to Spider-Man, you could see the inspiration.
Oh, the
for
clear lineage.
mechanics.
Spider-Man has that where like the upgrade tokens you'd get from challenges and stuff. Sunset Overdrive has a similar thing.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of ideas that went directly over,
Oh, for sure.
and they fired the writing team or something.
Like, no.
It's all, your jokes aren't funny, Steve. Oh. And you could dress up your character. I really like that. You can give them stupid outfits, and like I got a cape for
Yeah,
no
'cause
reason.
it's just over the top.
Yeah, I like that over the top style more than I guess the alternative.
I guess it would remind me of like Saints Row and Agents of Mayhem, just over the top
Yeah,
craziness.
yeah. But that's the thing that's crazy about it too, is every car is bouncy, and then there's power lines, so you're just grinding on a power line, jumping to the next building, grinding on it, jumping on a car, which bounces you to another thing. And you could wall run. It's just a lot of fun to traverse the world in like a Tony Hawk sort of way, or what's that? Jet Set Radio, but not shitty.
Right.
That game's kind of really bad.
Yeah, I would like a new one. Insomniac, make
I
Jet
tried
Set
playing
Radio remake.
You tried what? Jet Set?
I couldn't get into it.
Neither could I.
That's fair. It's mainly there's just like the art style it had going for it.
Its aesthetic and its music are incredible.
Ooh,
but
yes, the music.
the soundtrack in that game is so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so anything
Yeah,
else?
I'll pick it up.
I do want you to play Sunset Overdrive. It's on sale, kind of.
Yeah, I'll probably snag it here in a couple minutes. The only things I picked up were for Black Friday. I picked up Starlink for the Switch because it was only $35 at Best Buy with the R-Wing.
Nice.
I couldn't pass that up. That's a good deal.
That's a good deal. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I picked up Kirby for the Switch as well.
I want to hear
and
about that too.
Yeah, I really want to play it because I wasn't going to get it, but then I saw the DLC that they have and what's coming out. I was like, oh, that looks really fun. I want to try it. So it's like, I'm going to buy it.
There's
And
DLC?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, there's like a third update coming out. I saw a trailer for it, and it has like a bunch of new characters and modes, and I was like, oh, I want to play it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I bought Celeste for the Switch as well.
And I definitely want to hear you talk about that. I think it's
I really want to get to it. That's what I want to play after Pokemon.
definitely
That's why I
do.
want to finish Pokemon. So I can play Celeste.
Because I think Celeste is really good, but I think it's a little overhyped in kind of the whole game of the year discussion.
I really don't know much about it. I don't really know how it. I haven't even really watched like videos or trailers on it.
It's just a
or
platformer.
anything.
Just go into it with that.
Yeah. And I know that she has to like it's like dealing with like depression or something.
Yeah.
I think
all
it's
I know.
anxiety, isn't it?
I think
Or
it's both.
anxiety. Right.
Can
They
you
usually
really
go
have
hand in
one
hand.
without the other?
Yeah, they usually do.
Okay.
So yeah, I just because I know that she has like from the cover art, it's like her and like a dark evil her.
Dark
shadow her or
Samus, yeah.
something. Yeah, Dark Samus. Dark Celeste.
Dark Celestimus.
Zero Suit Celeste.
Celeste suit. No.
No.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah. So you need to get playing those games.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot right now, and then we're only 2 weeks away from
I cannot
Smash Brothers.
believe
Smash.
we're so close.
I played Mad
I
Max.
can't either.
Oh,
Mad Max
that's
is really
right.
good.
I really like the game.
Thank
It's
you.
really good.
Really fun. Some of the controls and button placements and stuff like that are a little weird, but it's not supposed to be like a traditional third-person action game, so I get it. The combat in the car is fun as hell.
Oh man.
Yeah, upgrading the car was probably one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it does not. The car combat does not get old at all.
No.
That was one of my favorite parts. I don't really care much about the story, so I'm just kind of like, I do like the little weird-looking guy that helps you with your car, but I'm kind of,
Henchman man. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not paying too much attention to the story. I'm just kind of, I'm kind of going through like map completion, which is fun.
It's
But I set it aside because I was like, I have an open world game I need to get through already. I will continue playing it though.
just do all the car stuff. It's so good.
It's fun. No, I plan on completing it.
Except for that race at the end of the game.
I like the
Not the
racing. I even
very
like
end.
the mine stuff that you told me not to do. I did that. It was pretty easy.
I just thought it was
everything in that
boring.
game.
It's very boring. Yeah.
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 Let's see. I played more Red Dead. I got to chapter 4, and I'm maybe halfway through it now.
Yeah.
I've been playing that game very slowly, but now I'm like ready. I'm like,
Are you ready? Because you got like 20 more hours.
yeah, I know. I'm just like, I'm so done
At
with
least.
helping strangers, and I'm only picking and choosing which side missions I'm doing. Like, I'm only doing the one with the photographer guy.
Oh yeah, I'm doing him.
And
It's a weird sentence.
yeah, it was very weird.
I like how he takes photos of my body.
Oh.
I just
Well,
think
you
his
think-
are funny. It's like a weird pairing of him and Arthur Morgan. Like, it's just such a weird pairing that I
love all the
have
side
to do
quests.
the missions. Yeah,
I love.
I
Every
really like Arthur Morgan. I think
Yes.
for like voice actor or whatever, I definitely think he should win.
Oh,
I-
100%. You haven't even gotten to the amazing story. Like, there's
No,
still
I know.
so much going on.
I know there's like a turn, all this other shit that I keep hearing about.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to get through because I'm like, I don't want to get spoiled or anything like that. That game just continues to be like, I don't know. It's still a game that I can't put my finger on how I feel about it. I like it. I don't know if I love it more than most of the other games I've played this year. I think I have. I think I do.
But
Like it's weird. But even like the game I'm playing now for review, I really love.
Smash Bros.
And sure. And it's gonna be most likely in my top 5. So I just don't know if there's room for Red Dead. I'm sure there is. I'm sure I could bump someone else's ass out of there.
Yeah,
Don't put
Octopath.
force
Force it in.
It just alone with Arthur Morgan's character, like just him.
Oh my god. And like, cause I'm like halfway through
Doofus
chapter
Morgan.
6. and then there's still 2 epilogues after that.
Fucking shit.
And
So 8 chapters.
yeah, so 8 chapters essentially. I don't know if this will ever end. And I'm doing all the side missions. I'm trying to get all the beasts and whatever, but this is
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on those for sure.
yeah. A lot of them unlock after chapter 5 is like halfway over, I think.
Chapter 5 and 6 unlocks a few of the other ones.
Yeah.
But it's like with the strangers now, I just run them over with my horse.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like, done
I just
with them.
ignore them.
I love running them over with my
There's
horse.
one because usually I can figure out
so
what
fun.
what they want you to do, and then there's this
Yeah.
one where there'd be like someone being taken away by bounty hunters or whatever. They're like, I didn't do it, and I'm like, I don't know what to do because I've killed them and saved you, and then nothing happened. Do I kill? I don't know.
I think you win good points. I think that's it.
I got the trophy for maxing out good points 20 hours ago.
Oh shit, I'll never get that because I do bad shit and I do good shit and I'm still like right in the middle.
Really? I guess
Yeah.
I do a lot of good stuff. But I still like shoot people for no reason. There's this guy, he is like, oh, I want to race. Paid $50 for this horse. I'm going to race you. And I'm like, you fucking moron. Yeah, I'm going to beat you, you stupid ass. So I beat him at this race. He gets to the end of the bridge. I win. He gets off his horse. I paid money for this horse. And he punches his horse in the face. And then he gets on his horse and goes away. And I just take out my rifle and I kill him. Like, you're an asshole. I'm killing you. So that's how I get bad points is
There you go.
I saved that horse. I mean, come on. That's a positive thing. You don't hit a horse in the face, you weirdo.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else I played. I started Warframe on Switch. I like it on Switch. I've tried playing it
runs
elsewhere.
really well.
It runs surprisingly well. I'm like playing it and thinking like, man, Destiny could have had some shit if they put Destiny on there.
It ran on PS3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could have had something, man. But it's okay.
Yeah, just get whoever did this port to do a Destiny port. There you go. Because it's fun with the controller support. I like playing portable Warframe.
Yeah, I like the idea of having a game like that I could play, like do a couple missions, and it's just something that's ongoing. You know, where a lot of the time with Switch games, it's kind of like, well, I already beat it, or I'm at this point where I don't really want to play anymore. But this game's kind of like, I can go in there and just do some quests, or grind for some materials, or look at some
because they're
shit that I'm not going to
quick
buy on the market.
It's very fast-paced gameplay.
Yeah.
I always get into rooms with people that like speed run these quests.
Oh.
I'm like, I want to kill and like explore, and they're like to the end. I'm like, all right.
They've
Yeah,
probably
I've
played it
noticed
before.
that.
People love doing that. I want to enjoy it.
No.
I know. Can you
Fuck
solo the
you.
mission? I wasn't sure if you could solo them or not.
That's a good question. I should look for that next time.
When I played Warframe for an hour, I played it solo.
Whoa. Yeah, some of these missions say like 1 to 3, and then it'll like automatically group you.
Yeah, I could have swore you could solo. I'm pretty sure I soloed them most of the time.
On PC, I definitely soloed them, but on the Switch, it like automatically puts me in groups for whatever reason.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't want to play with people.
No.
No, leave me alone.
You know what game I played that you guys will frown upon but might be surprised about?
No.
Dragalia Lost. Do you know what game that is?
That mobile
The
thing?
the Nintendo mobile game.
Yeah.
It's actually not bad. It's like you can play it with one hand, so it's made for mobile, and it's just like a little hack and slash RPG, and you get like you unlock companions to go with you, and it's a cool little story. It's got weird looking characters. I mean, it's
a lot of story for a mobile game.
it is a lot of story. That's probably why I stopped playing it. But when I checked it out initially, I was like, this isn't that bad. People were like talking it down because
It's a
it's a mobile game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I played it a little bit, but it didn't draw me and just keep me playing.
yeah.
I like the idea of it. Like you can use the dragon powers and fuck people up. Like it was cool.
Yeah, you can fuck people. It's pretty
The
cool.
art was cool.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I've got. I think I'm spent.
Good.
I got nothing else to
I
talk
always
about.
like it when you're spent.
Thanks, man.
So, Merry Thanksgiving, Miss.
Jesus.
It's a little slurry over here. But we're doing okay. That's the show. We'll be back in a little bit for Ocarina of Time. Get that strategy guide ready. Because we gotta
Okay.
move.
He's gonna need it.
All right.
I'm
I'll
not
have
gonna beat it
up.
tonight. Fingers crossed.
Damn.
All right, every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Merry Christmas. Zelda. Bye.
I'll beat it tonight.
I'll beat it to something tonight. It's gonna be Zelda.